Hey everybody, welcome to Behind the Mystic, another fabulous week with two of our faves, Rebecca Soto and Amaya Davis-Diop. Welcome guys.
Hi.
I'm so glad you guys are here. It was hard to get you on a cohesive schedule, so I'm so glad you're here.
I'm a
Miss
busy
Rebecca
person.
Soto, what did you say, Miss
Yes,
Diop?
director.
I said I'm a busy person.
Of course she is. It's always her fault. It's always
Thank
her
you for
fault.
joining us, lady. Thank you. I know how busy you truly are. Um, Amaya Davis-Diop isn't just an actor. She's a three-time award-winning for indie film actor, which is awesome. You guys will notice that some of our old work will be combined with some of our new work, and the puzzle is going to fill out beautifully, guys. Introducing Miss Rebecca Soto, who's new to Diop Productions and new to our lives, and I love her, and she's a gift and her talent. This lady's, I deal with
Stop.
naturals, people.
Stop.
I deal with naturals. So, Rebecca,
Stop.
tell us about your whole. When we came up with Mystic Haven, that was something in itself. So, tell us, what have you been going through spiritually since we started this beautiful journey together?
Transformation. It's called a transformation. I have been going through a transformation spiritually. And that's it. I literally have been going through a transformation. From, I can't even explain it. I think if anybody has gone through a spiritual transformation, they know that you you're brought something that you've never done before, or in your life you're brought a challenge, or life has changed for you in one way or another drastically, and you don't think you can do it. You have doubts. You're intimidated. You're scared, and of course, if you're spiritual in any way, you look to the higher being, and respectfully in all religions and faiths, and you go to who you know, the Almighty. And I'm a firm believer in God, and that's where all my everything, my fiber rests in, my beliefs rest in. And I have come across and encountered people, women, men who have all felt and connected with me and have helped me along my journey. And all of a sudden acting was here, bam, and I was like, nope, nope. And then it was like, yes, hello. And Mystic Haven has, thank God, it's been a door that has coddled me, held me, challenged me, enlightened me, and still forever is changing. I look forward to every day that I get to enjoy a script, a pen, a computer to write, getting my hands dirty, getting challenged, and meeting talented actresses like Amaya, and ones that like Barbara, and that challenge you, that sit you down like Monique, and they bring out these things you never knew you had. And where you get directors like you that say, I see this in you, try this. And just Mystic Haven. That's something else.
That's an entire monster by itself. Yeah, Mystic Haven.
Yeah.
So it's taken me this long. We've done 3 to 4 podcasts already, and I'm actually just processing how Mystic Haven developed within myself, not just giving it to the world. And um, just for the past maybe 3 years, going through some really big things. I mean, from a cancer diagnosis to um, not being sure of myself if I should be doing, the doubts.
I do.
The doubts.
Yes,
And then
ma'am,
the
I do.
age thing. And am I too old to be doing this? And then as soon as I have them thoughts, I could say seconds, that same day, I'll get smacked upside the head like, what are you saying? Or someone
Mm-hmm.
will call me crying and saying, I really feel beat up. I want to write this book. How can you help me? Or I've always wanted to try acting and I've always been afraid. Someone my age coming to me with that. That's spiritual guidance to me, being there for people who want to challenge themselves more and see the world more and understand themselves more. It's not just about getting on TV, being famous and making money. I give more respect to the craft than that.
Absolutely.
Amaya Davis-Diop, we worked together for 10 years now, and you're actually 18, and you're my youngest child, and you have a very strong energy, and we have a very strong connection because I feel you're a lot like me. Um, when we worked on The Opening, which is another film that will be connected to Mystic Haven, can't wait to introduce you guys to that. That was Maya's acting debut. Um, you were so little when we started this. Now you're 18, a senior in high school. How do you feel about your mom's new project?
I mean, it represents you in the way that, like, I've always known you to like scary stuff and always thinking outside the box and stuff. So, I mean, I've never seen anything like it, and you're actually one of the first people I've seen make movies that are actually like trying to be more like mentally scary. Everybody tries to make scary movies, but nobody really does the mind tricks with you anymore. So you're one
Right.
of the first people I see to actually do that. So
That's cool. And a young person acknowledging, I was acknowledging that it's rare that I even go to movies anymore because I don't feel like movies challenge us as much as they used to, back. I'm a Gen, what am I? Am I a
X.
Gen X? I'm a Gen X.
You better say, come on, girl. We on
Almost
TikTok,
lost
Gen
it.
X girl.
Gen X forever. So, if other Gen X's remember, and I'm talking to you young people too, our movies, let's say The Exorcist. I need you guys to watch the original Exorcist and watch the new Exorcist with the two girls. Night and day. Night and day. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, just night and day. The older version has more of a backstory. And I mean, the backstory in itself is another story. So I want to come to my audience with that respect. I don't want to just throw a monster in your face and raw and that's it, a couple of scares and it goes off. I want to bring you some history. I want to bring you some spiritual challenges.
Mm.
I want to bring deity beings that will make you think about what's going on in your life. I don't want to be another just sit and watch, and the audience leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I want us to feel and learn from this. So, Amaya, tell us, is it easy for you, juggling school and sometimes you do work and you volunteer at animal shelters? Is this hard for you in balancing acting?
Not at all. I mean, I'm doing a bunch of things that I enjoy doing. So as long as I'm doing stuff I like, I mean, it's fun to me. And then I'm around a bunch of people that I love and enjoy being around. So that's good. And then everything else outside of acting, I'm usually with people I care about, doing things I love. So it's all fun and games for me.
And she's 18, so it's all fun and games for her. Um, as an 18-year-old, you are very mature, and she's a good kid, guys. She's a really good kid. She comes and help when we call. Whoever calls and needs her, she's there. She's a good friend. And I pull her into these parts because she doesn't understand that she is the parts that I put her in. She's that part. She's stronger than she knows. She's stronger than a lot of people know. But this kid is no joke. Miss Soto, we've only known each other for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
But we met, we hit it off. We haven't let each other go since. That's a spiritual endeavor itself, because I felt like after my high school friends, I would never ever meet a sister, like a high school friend again, your high school best friend.
Mm.
But you just you just came into my life, and I'm like, I'm gonna hold her. I'm gonna hold on to her. She's not going anywhere. And while I'm holding on to her, she's gonna try some acting and some writing. And I even want to get her behind the camera. So don't be surprised if you see one of these episodes written and produced by Miss Soto. She's usually up for the challenge.
I'm not afraid of anything. Well, I was afraid of scary movies.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're afraid of a few things.
I am not work. I'm not afraid of work. I'm afraid of scary movies.
So we didn't tell everybody, this lady is in supernatural movies, and when you hear her scream, when you see the scary looks, people, this is real. She is the scariest person we know. She will cut you out. If she turn a corner and you try to scare her, she will gut punch you. Okay? Ask my husband. He got a couple of knocks upside the head during production. So
Yes,
do not scare her.
Don't scare me.
So are you guys looking forward to new challenging roles as vampires, and can you guys handle that?
Oh, yes. Yeah, as long as I'm doing the scaring, absolutely. As long as I'm being on this end and I know what's coming, absolutely. I think that's great. I like the fact that everything's different and people, the viewers get to see, you guys are going to love it. You're going to love.
So far, we're getting some good, we're getting some rave reviews, guys. Keep on top of that. Facebook today, we've gotten like 5 beautiful comments already. And thank you guys for supporting us, and just thanks for the support. The friends, the family, and the non-judgmental, because we're new and we're doing it all while we're working and raising families, and so we might miss an episode here, something might go wrong here, but we're hanging with you guys. Mystic Haven, this one isn't going anywhere. This is it. This is our project, our baby. We're doing this together. We're keeping the same actors, just like Tyler and what's the other guy that did Billy Madison?
You
know what I'm talking about, right?
Adam Sandler.
We're keeping our people. We're keeping Adam Sandler.
Mm-hmm.
He always keeps the same people, so that's what we're doing. I found my circle. I found my niche, and we're gonna bring it home, guys. Amaya, what is something, I want to ask you guys this before you leave. What is something spiritual or mind-blowing or something different that you've learned from working with me on spiritual projects? What's something that you learned or you've taken home from working on a project?
I would say being like more aware of my surroundings and things, because you always hear that when you're younger and stuff, but you usually hear that for like strangers and stuff. You don't really hear that for looking out for things like maybe you could see a ghost. I believe people can see ghosts. You never hear people say looking out for that, look out for people's energy. You don't hear stuff like that. You just hear be aware of strangers, be cautious of cars coming, stuff like that. And recently, I'd say I've more so seen things and heard things maybe. And I think I've gotten that from you, because more recently you have been telling me to be more aware of things around me. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, Ooh, I'm
Good,
impressed.
nice.
I'm very impressed.
Nice
Yeah, I like that.
takeaway. Yeah, because if you do, like I said, I want to create to be productive. I don't want to create for entertainment. I
Mm-hmm.
this we have plenty of things taking our mind away from, problems. I want to take our mind away from problems while building, helping to build ourselves. So,
Mm.
um, Mrs. Soto, tell me, what have been your major takeaways from projects and working with me?
Ooh. I have a few, but there's one is I'm gonna say it is spiritual. Um, Being around more energy like myself has given me more patience and insight to level out and give people more now, where I wouldn't have given people a second chance
Hmm.
per se.
Hmm.
I would have just kept moving. But because I'm around more energy like myself, where I've never been like that before. I've never seen or been around more energy that
Hmm.
has flowed like myself and given me that safe space to be myself, has given me that time and that safe feeling to kind of go back and revisit and recircle and see people that maybe are hurting a little deeper and have that energy there. I just had to go back and then maybe invest more energy in that person and allow that person to maybe help them heal where they needed it. So it's just, and I'm getting that feeling now that that's what I needed to, that's where I needed to be. That's what had to come out. And I think you, by doing that, you heal yourself. You start to kind of heal yourself. And I think it's going to get bigger because we start to see more people come. More
Hmm.
people are starting to come towards that energy. And they're coming for that same reason. They're coming for healing. So it's not just about your production company. It's
Right,
about you're building that healing. So
right.
that's what I'm taking from it. So there's more. Yeah.
Beautiful. And those are the key words I want to bring forward. Healing and aiding and assisting each other is more than handing somebody money or I'll go to the store for you. It's lifting that person up, letting them know they can write a book, letting them know if they wanted, they're 55 and they always wanted to act it, that they can go take a train to New York City and get on the line with the 23-year-olds and still get it. It's about that energy and that power, carrying that power inside. You know, I feel like the old is funny because, of course, I have the aches and pains of getting older, but up here, I feel like I'm always a high schooler. I feel young, so it's mind over matter. Thank
Let
you.
us ask you a question before we go.
Okay, let's
Let us
go.
ask you a question. We're
Let's
gonna spin
go.
it. Amaya, would you like to ask your mother a question first before I ask her one?
Sure.
Come on. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Where
you
do
have
you
to go
come up
home with me.
where do
Uh-huh.
you come up with your ideas for every single movie, every single miniseries you have done so far? Where do you get all your ideas?
Good question.
It comes from the inside. It's internal. Um, and what brings it out is if I talk to someone or if I talk, it can't be anyone. It has to be someone who sees me spiritually and who knows what I'm capable of and who will say, okay, so you didn't write this. It's time to sit down and write this. Okay, you didn't put this out. It's time to sit down and put this out. You know this is good. Stop down. Like, I'm surrounded by people who are pushing me. And sometimes I get pissed. I get angry. Like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm tired of this. I have to answer for too much. I'm worried about my team. I'm worried about my family. I'm worried about, and then something will say, like, shh, like quiet. Like I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this, and if I try to go any way other than doing this and helping people, is not going to work. Like I feel like I'm meant to do this. So I hope that answers your question.
My question is, what would you like your viewers to know about your series?
That it's real. That it's a nurturing project. It's a real project. It's the word heal just keeps coming to mind. The word healing. I want to put out projects that help connect the emotion and the physical and the spiritual. I just want to help people connect themselves, because when we're not connected within ourselves, how are we going to help our brother? How are we going to help our neighbor who's suffering? How are we going to help our wife or husband who needs us if we're not complete? How am I going to ask you to deal with me and my baggage if I'm not complete? How am I going to help fix you if I'm not complete? So the basis of Mystic Haven is a safe haven for monsters. Monsters are just different. The monsters are different. All of us have different monsters in us. Some of us are vampires. Some of us have the traits of werewolves. Some of us have the traits of fairies. So it's entertainment, but it's for you to, figure out who you are in Mystic Haven and take from that story. I make my viewers think. I don't just I don't spoon feed my viewers, and I'm not.
You keep them coming back for more.
I want them coming back for more, and I want them to think. Like I'm actually mixing old work with new work, and it's going to be beautiful. Like Miss Soto said, whose side are you on? Are you in the mid-range with the guardians of balance who have to do some bad things to balance, and the other one who say you just do good things to balance? Where are you in that balance? Whose side are you on? So I actually like that. I don't know which side I'm on yet. Because sometimes you got to get down and dirty for the end result to be good. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. You just do differently, maybe, So that's for us to figure out with these characters, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. Guys, please join our YouTube at Mystic Haven Diop and subscribe. Mrs. Soto and Amaya Davis-Diop, thank you for joining us today on Behind the Mystic.
Thank you for having us.
And we cannot wait to see you guys again. And please join us again.
Thank you.
Carona Davis-Diop here. See you guys.
Bye.